Hi everyone, this is BigDog with Impromptu Card Tricks for Seniors. Today's video is the Double Undercut. You'll find the Double Undercut is a very useful card move that you'll need in a variety of card tricks. I'm going to show you 4 variations. All are done pretty similarly, and it allows you to move a target card from various positions in the deck to a new position. For example, let's say your spectator picked a target card, you're going to bury it in the middle of the deck, and you'd like to move it to the top of the deck. With a double undercut, you can do that. Or let's say you have your target card and you're going to bury it in the middle of the deck, but you'd like it to wind up on the bottom of the deck. Using the double undercut, you can do that as well. Now let's say you had the target card on the bottom of the deck and you'd like to move it to the top. You can do that as well. Or let's say you have the target card on the top of the deck and you'd like to move it to the bottom. You can do that as well. Now the basic maneuver begins like this. You're holding the deck in your left hand in this manner, and the spectator has selected this card, and you say, we're going to bury the card in the middle of the deck. Now we're going to want to move it to the top of the deck, so when we insert it in there, we keep our deck squared up in this manner, and we push the card in with our thumb. But as we do that, we apply some downward pressure on it. So by the time the card is squared up, we've created a break right here. And our target card, the Ace of Spades in this case, is now the top card of the bottom packet here. Now since we've been holding the deck in this manner, from the front it looks like the cards are squared up, and we're gripping it like this so they can't see the break in the cards. And with our left hand, we're going to peel off half of the bottom cards, move them to the top, and now we're going to get the remainder of the deck by gripping with our pinky finger right here where the break is. We're going to lift that packet, move it to the top, and since that bottom packet had the target card on top, it's now moved to the top. So once again, holding the deck in this manner in our left hand, with our right hand, we insert the card in here, push in with our thumb, and some downward pressure, we create a break in the back. Now we're holding the deck in front so it appears to be squared up, but in fact we've created a break like this. With our left hand, pull half the cards off, move them to the top, and then gripping with our pinky finger right along the break here on our left hand, we pull off the remainder and move them to top. At speed it looks something like this. And our target card is back on the top. Frequently when I'm doing a double undercut, after I've done the double undercut, I'll also throw in a fancy false cut or something like this, just to appear that I'm shuffling the cards, and a target card remains on top. So that whole move might look something like this. Double undercut, 1, 2, a fancy false cut, and our target card is on top. In a very similar manner, if we want to move our target card to the bottom of the deck, we're holding the cards in the same manner. We take the same card, we insert it in the same way, pushing with our thumb, but now we're applying some upward pressure as we push in the cards. Again, they'll be squared up. We're holding it in the same manner, but since we were pushing upward on the target card, it's now the bottom card of the top packet. So when we do our double undercut, in the same manner, grabbing where the break is, moving those cards up, the target card's on the bottom. Once again, holding the deck of cards in our left hand in this manner, we insert the card in here, push it in with the thumb, and apply some upward pressure to create a break. And it also forces the target card to be the bottom card of the top packet here. And we do our double undercut. One, grab the remaining cards at the break, move them up, and our cards on the bottom. Throw in a fancy false cut if we like, and it's still on the bottom. At speed, it would look something like this. Actually, that was a little sloppy. It's on the bottom, but if we want to do it not quite so sloppy, we do it like this. A little upward pressure, two cuts, fancy false cut, and our target card is on the bottom. Similar manner, if we want to move the card that's on the bottom to the top, we simply need to create a break with our thumb or our pinky finger on our left hand in this corner, which is the furthest away from the spectator, of just the single card that's on the bottom. So the deck would look like this. Now we peel off 2/3 of the cards from the top and move them to the bottom. And now we have a packet of cards down here, which has our target card as the top card because it was at the break. Now we do our double undercut, half the cards up there. We do the rest at the break, which now has our target card, and now it's on top. Once again, we start by creating a break with just the one card that we want to move from the bottom to the top. In this corner, furthest away from the spectator, so that the front looks squared up and normal. We peel off half the cards, or actually more than half. It's easier that way. Move it to the bottom, and now our target card is the top card of the bottom packet, 2 undercuts, and it's back on top. So at speed, something would look something like this, and throw in a fancy false cut, and the card that was on the bottom is now on the top. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, BigDog, I'll bet the top card moving to the bottom is pretty similar to the one you just showed me, and you're exactly right. We create a break with just this single card here, and we create it in the rear corner here away from the spectators, so that it looks like this. From the front it looks squared up, and we just do our double undercut, half the cards. The second half we go to the break here, and since our card was the target card was at the break, it's now on the bottom. Once again, it would look like this. We've created a break here, cut half the cards, cut the remainder up to the break, and our target card is on the bottom. At speed, it looks something like this. Throw in a fancy false cut, and the card that was on the top is now on the bottom. That is the fancy false cut. 4 variations of it. With a little practice, you'll be an expert at moving your targeted card wherever you want. This is BigDog with Impromptu Card Tricks for Seniors. Thanks for watching my video, and thanks for running with the big dog.